Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Equillium's channel, leveraging a deep understanding of immunology and its role in disease and pioneering new products for severe autoimmune inflammatory diseases. Joining us, we have the pleasure of Bruce Steeles, the Chief Executive Officer, who's going to give us some brief insight into the company today. So first and foremost, welcome, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me today.
And a pleasure to get you on. So first and foremost, for newer investors kind of stumbling into this, do you want to give us a brief insight, maybe that elevator pitch to exactly what's going on under the hood at Equillium?
Sure. We started Equillium approximately 5 years ago with the mission to develop novel first-in-class therapeutics focused on treating patients with severe autoimmune inflammatory disorders. This disease area is quite broad, includes things like rheumatoid arthritis and psoriasis that people are quite familiar with, but also more orphan indications such as graft versus host disease, lupus nephritis, but broad range of illnesses. And in many cases, these diseases can be very severe, life-threatening with high morbidity and mortality. And in many cases, there are few to no approved drugs for some of these indications. And so our mission as a company is really to deliver very impactful, life-changing new medicines to patients in need. And with that, we have a company today that has 3 novel therapeutics in development to treat a range of these disorders.
Yeah, I appreciate those insights. And when we kind of come back around, we're going to be doing a deep dive into that presentation and taking a look at some of those leading drugs in your pipeline there. So consider subscribing for that. But I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of your history as well. What kind of led up to that aha moment? I know you have kind of an extensive history in the biotech industry here, but what kind of just got you involved with Equillium?
Yeah, that's a great question. I've been in the biotech sector for 24 years. My personal background has been a combination of senior operating roles with a number of biotech companies, all based here in San Diego, which is globally one of the top hubs for biotech innovation. I've also spent a significant amount of time running an investment firm myself, focused on the biotechnology sector, a venture capital fund called Biomed Ventures. Really with the desire to have an impact for patients. Ultimately, we all become patients, and ultimately, we all know people who become patients. In my own personal experience, I have 3 family members with autoimmune diseases. One who was a type 1 diabetic, and a mother and a brother, and another brother and a mother with multiple sclerosis. So I'm intimately familiar with how debilitating these diseases can be, and also very familiar with how we have therapies today for many of these indications, but in many cases, we still need to do better.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate those insights, something a little bit more touching to home for sure. But do you want to just give us a brief insight too onto the team? Who's kind of helping you captain this ship and kind of put this together?
Yeah, we've got a great team with very deep experience in the biotech sector. The founding team, my colleague Steve Connolly, our Chief Scientific Officer, worked with me at Biomed Ventures. He's deeply trained in immunology. Our other co-founder, Dan Bradbury, is one of San Diego's sort of preeminent biotech executives. His prior company, Amylin, that he ran as CEO, was acquired a few years back by BMS, Bristol Myers Squibb. At the time, I think it was one of San Diego's largest biotech exits. It was around a $7 billion acquisition for their diabetes pipeline. And then beyond that, on our operating team, I think average experience in the sector is somewhere on the 20-year range, crossing both drug discovery, development, and product commercialization. So really deep, highly experienced executive team here at Equillium. And most of us have been together since the early days.
I appreciate that. On that note, Bruce, I'm going to pass the question out to the viewers. We'd love to know what you guys think about all of us in that comment section below. Consider subscribing because, again, we're going to be breaking down this company a lot more in depth. But on that note, stay cool, stay awesome. And as always, we look forward to catching you in the next one.